Ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time again. There's a new Legends and Flashbacks collection coming out on Sunday, so here's everything you'll need to complete that collection the day it comes out. I'm going to be predicting how many cards you'll need from each card series in order to get the voucher to complete the collection. I did this for the last collection and I was pretty spot on with most of them, so here's what you can expect. We're going to go series by series and tell you how many cards you need. So first of all, I think there are going to be 30 total vouchers available to unlock, and I think you're going to need 28 of them to complete the collection. They let you skip 2 vouchers last time. I assume it'll be the same this time. For the All-Star Game collection, you'll need Cody Bellinger as the voucher. For Home Run Derby, you need 7 out of the 8 cards for the voucher. As you can see, the voucher is already available to us and it unlocks at 7 cards. From the Draft Series, you'll need 29 cards and the voucher is already available for us once again. For Summer Series, you will need 98 Tarek Skubal. He will be the voucher for Summer Series. So these 4 series are new in the game since the last collection, and with these 4, that brings the total up to 30 vouchers. But now let's move on to the rest of the series. Vintage, you'll need Cattell. Mural, you'll need Jose Ramirez. Cityscapes, you'll need Mickey Mantle. New Threads, you'll need Bo Bichette. Spring Breakout, you'll need Connor Griffin. WBC, you'll need Michael Garcia. Jolt, you'll need 50, because the voucher is already available to us right there. Alright, and here's where we can get into the predictions here. Every other series I named before, the vouchers for those series are almost guaranteed. We know what those are. So now we can get into the predictions here. There are 33 of these storylines players available. I think you're going to need 32. They haven't added any since the last collection, so I think they're just going to up it by 1 up to 32. So if you don't have 32, make sure to prepare for that now. Rookie series, they're going to require all 8 of these. They also haven't added any rookie series players since the last collection. So once again, they're just going to up it by 1 more. It's the same situation for Breakout, except I think they're going to require 19 out of 20 because there are 20 total. I don't think they're going to require all 20. I think they're just going to do 19. For All-Stars, last time they required 45 of 48. There are now 50 available in the game. I think you're going to need 47 of them, but maybe 48. I could see them going up to 48. I'm not totally sure since there are 3 chase cards in here and then a couple of XP ending bosses as well. I would say try to have 48 of them if you can, just to be safe, but my official prediction is 47. Contributor, you're going to need all 20 of them. You were allowed to skip 1 last time. I don't think that's going to be the case this time. You're going to need all 20. Second half heroes, there are 21 of these cards currently in the game. I think you're going to need 20 for the voucher. So if you don't have 20 second half cards, make sure to get on that. Last ride, you're going to need 2 out of 2, once again, just like last time. For postseason, you could skip 2 last time. I think you're only going to be able to skip 1 this time. You're going to need either Stanton or Lance Berkman. And they're both very expensive. They're both over 100K. So if you don't have them yet, good luck. I would say maybe wait to see if there's a flash sale before you buy either of them. But yeah, you're going to need 13 out of 14 postseason cards. For veteran, it's going to be the same 12 out of 12, just like last time. For standouts, last time you needed 8 out of 10. There are now 11 in the game, and I think you're going to need 10 of them. So you can skip 1 card here in the standout collection. I would probably recommend skipping Andy Pettitte here for this one, just because he's the most expensive. And then for Cornerstone, this one's easy. You're going to need all 5 of them. For Tops Now, you're going to need all of them. However many are in the game at the time the collection comes out, that's how many you'll need. There are currently 82, but there will be more by the time the collection comes out. I think there are going to be around 87 of them, somewhere around there. So just know you're going to need all of them whenever the collection comes out. That's the way it's always been. For Signature, you're going to need both of these. And I talked about this in my video a couple days ago, but you might want to skip the Signature collection because this is a big one. Assuming that you can skip 2 vouchers, Signature might be one of the ones that you want to avoid. Awards, last time you needed 32 of 33, which is pretty crazy. I think this time they're going to require 39 of 42. I could see them going up to 40 here and requiring 40 out of 42. So if you want to be over-prepared, that is always better than being under-prepared. But my official prediction is 39 of the 42 cards. For Prime Series, last time you needed 2 of these 3. Now you're going to need all 3 of them. If you haven't gone out and bought Ted Simmons yet, you might just be screwed. He's around 100K right now. For Milestone, there are currently 19 of them in the game, and I think you're going to need 17 of the 19. I still need to go through and play the program to get Arenado, but I think you can skip 2 of these. Last time you were able to skip 2. I think it's going to be the same this time around. And for Egg Hunt, you're going to need all 18 of them, so you will need Mookie Betts. You will need all of these other Egg Hunt cards, all the other 90s. It's going to require them all, so be prepared for that. St. Patrick's Day, I assume they would just make this voucher into a voucher for the next collection as well, so it's going to stay the same at 8 out of 8. And for Spotlight, this is another one that's going to require all of them that are in the game at the time. Right now there are 99 in the game, but there will be more because we have another Spotlight drop on Friday. So once again, however many there are whenever the collection comes out on Sunday, that's how many you'll need to get the voucher. And then Mexico City series, I assume this won't be a voucher. It wasn't last time, so I don't think it will be again. I also think there is a possibility of them requiring Darren O'Day for a Finest collection, especially if there is another Finest card that comes out between now and Sunday. I think it's very unlikely, but I would not be totally surprised to see a Retro Finest collection, so just kind of be on the lookout for that. Same thing goes with Hall of Fame. It's Hall of Fame Sunday, on Sunday, the day the collection comes out, and I know there is a program dropping that day, so if there are a few Hall of Fame cards in that program that they're dropping, then they might require a few Hall of Fame cards for another voucher. It's just something to kind of look forward to and, like, you know, be ready for. I don't think that voucher would be too difficult, but I'm just saying it is a possibility. And so there you have it. That is all my predictions for how many cards you'll need for each card series. I will say that you should start thinking about what vouchers you want to skip and what collections you think are going to be too expensive for you to complete. I know this All-Star Game voucher is very expensive. I know that the Signature one is really expensive. The Awards one is quite expensive as well. Same with Prime and Milestone. So, like, if there is a collection that you are just like, absolutely not, like, I can't do this, then just go ahead and skip that one and know which ones you're going to skip so that you don't have to spend unnecessary stubs or time trying to unlock cards for that series. Now, for me personally, I don't really know what I'm going to skip yet. I think I've set myself up to where I can complete all of them on Collection Day, but we'll just have to see, because they are going to add some more cards, and that brings me to my next point. If we go over to the calendar here, on Friday we have July Spotlight Drop 2, and we have a new event and program. And then on Sunday we have a new Conquest and Hall of Fame Sunday, along with a new program and collection. Now, that new event and program could be something similar to the Packpalooza that we saw before the last collection, where we have, you know, some more deluxe and premier packs and a bullpen bash pack, you know, stuff like that. But it also just could be more cards. And if there are more cards to a series, then just take my prediction and add those cards on top of that prediction. So, like, expect to need those cards that come out on Friday and Sunday on top of my predictions, if that makes sense. On my Twitter, I am going to post a screenshot of my list and my predictions of everything you'll need. So if you don't follow me on there, make sure to go follow me. The link is in the description. And I did already talk about who I thought the collection player will be in my video on Monday. I said I thought it was going to be Carlos Beltran, but a lot of people disagreed with me. So if you have any thoughts about that, let me know who you think it'll be down in the comments. I'm still personally hoping that it's Beltran, because that would be an awesome card to get. I saw somebody say Ken Singleton, which would be insane. His 92 was like my favorite card for the first 2 months of the year, so that would be amazing. But yeah, let me know who you think it'll be, and let me know your thoughts on this collection down in the comments. And if you guys enjoyed, make sure to go down and drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helped me out a ton. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.